Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2, and today we're finally getting to the thing that I said we should have been getting to for a while now, and that's finishing the stadiums and stuff. So, I did go ahead, change some of my graphic settings and stuff. It's a little gloomy out today, it's foggy, but we are going to be finishing this up, so hopefully that makes for a brighter day in the end. First of all, let's go ahead and get rid of all this stuff that we have down here on the field. We no longer need these guys down here. We're going to take care of this stuff now. Alrighty, so we got that all removed. I don't want that either. That's not something that I had all set up for this. But then we are going to be using the plop the growables in the park section, and we got this. And I don't know if I'm going to use this yet, but I know that I am needing to plop these bad boys down. So like if I did that right there, and then trying to think, like would that work there? And then we can do, ooh, no, that's too far. It's locked in right there. Locked in right there. But like, is that going to be far enough back? That's what I'm worried about. And then there's that one there. Okay. Let's go ahead and select these with the move it tool. And see if we can... Oh no. Right like that, yep. And let's see if we can get these all situated. So first of all, this isn't even lined up here. We gotta come back to there to get that lined up. We might be able to actually turn this a little bit more, to be honest. If we did something like that, I am fine with that. And then let's grab these two here. We don't need the field. Okay, so then we'll raise this up. And it looks like that's not in line at all either. I'm doing terrible at lining this stuff up in the beginning. Okay, this is going to, because I go in here and I select not decals, and it still will select that, I'm telling you. Like, I gotta select no buildings for that not to work, but then these don't work. So, these guys just gotta get deleted until I'm done with the outside of the stadium here. Let's go ahead and pull this here. Does that work? That kind of does. Seems like this whole side might be up in the air a little bit more than this side is. We'll have to see. Let me go ahead and grab big straight piece back here. And I don't know how this is going to fly here, or what we're going to do. Has to be like right there. But then this is... just sitting in here like this. So I could take it over to the right a little bit more. Say probably like right there. And what's that look like? That is... that's lower than that. These are lower than that over here though still. Is this whole side this high? These are definitely up a little bit. Let me see if I can... but still, that still has a... no, that's about the same. That's definitely lower. Okay. So we need to go... just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? Yeah. Okay, so somehow this whole side was wrong. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is all messed up here. This is probably where it went wrong. Yeah, that was 4 to get that even. That's probably gonna be like... that was 6. I think that's the same. These are just off a little bit. And I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to do this again. The only way that I wouldn't want to do that is if I was able to... I don't think we want shipping containers. I'm just trying to see what these give me here. If you rotate this the right way. Oh, I know exactly what I can use. Hold on a second. Yeah, in here. Oh, wait, this thing's gigantic. I didn't notice it was this gigantic. Damn. Oh, I had such a good idea there, but I can't do it now. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. Let me see what we have in the find a tool area here. We just need something that's like a cylinder of some sorts. How big is this? We need... I think this would look pretty crazy sitting on that. Like, get rid of this here. If this was on the front of this here. And then those... oh yeah, if we just lock this bad boy in like right there. Just 2 of them side by side. And what does this become? These become the big boxes and stuff that people be sitting up in. And don't worry, these will have a... maybe we only do one. Because this somehow needs a road to it. Unless we just move this over. That might be what we're able to do here. Get rid of this. Stop doing this stuff. Just right like that. Get roadways going into both of them. But I thought that this made it that they weren't connected to. Oh no, that's because it came from the find it. That's why. What is that called again? The activity plaza. What is that in? It's probably one of the ones that you can't find. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones that you can't find. It's gonna be the ones that I have to do this with. Isn't there a way to... I don't know if there's a way to shut that off or not. If we just take this and we do an alleyway here. Alleyway there. Okay. So there's that. And I think eventually we will maybe somehow get power or something to those two guys. But I think we need another layer of these in here. So let's see if we can get all this lined up on just a quick one-off. Just one there. One there. That's not a full one. This is a full one. And there's a full one. And then you got a short one that we need right here. Right like that. Okay. So then we can take that move it tool, select all these, bump them up. And then let's see what we got here. Is that lined up good? Yeah, it's actually lined up like perfectly, basically. We're a little off. Just a tiny wee bit off. Okay, so that's lined up, that's lined up. That's off, that's off. That's crazy how that's off. That's lined up correctly, these are all off. Okay, that's fine though. That's close enough. We will get a few more of these curved ones here then. And hopefully this can rally out the rest of what we're looking for. I don't even know if that's gonna work. Whoops. Let's see. Select these. Bump them up. Okay, that should be even. Needs to get down one. We need to rotate a little bit here. And, damn. Okay. Then we need to take this and line this up correctly. I still don't know if that's lined up correctly. It should be like that. And then right like that. Okay. And then we can single these ones and actually adjust here a little bit. Because honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So there's that. That actually did not turn out bad there. I'm not sure what we want to do on the back side of this. Coming closer, I'll be running, man. Been going up in water. Do we do this? Okay, just bear with me for a second here. Let me see how this turns out. Like, there's that, and then what we could do, a curved piece right there in the middle. I don't know. This might be something that works. I didn't think that this was going to be something that worked here. Let's pop this up then. But I don't know if it's going to be that or if it's going to be this right off of here. That would probably go too flat. We're gonna have to see. Okay, let's move this up first of all. Make sure this thing's even lined up properly the way that it needs to be. It's way too high. Way too low. Right there. I'm just gonna merge that real quick. See where that sits. Do we want to throw? Yeah, I think we throw a straight stand in. Let's just see. Let's just see how it runs. I'm not saying it's gonna stay, but it's definitely a possibility here. Okay. So there's that. I don't know how I feel about that. Does it look weird up top? Oh yeah, that looks really weird. But I mean, hey, I think it's going to be a custom stadium, so I'm really not, can't say I'm that upset about it. I think it's actually going to end up looking pretty cool. Because remember, this is a unique stadium. We want them to consider us for holding the championship games and stuff like that. So we are fine with it being unique. Oh, this is snapping. Snap your fingers. And do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Okay, those are close enough. I will adjust them whenever we get up here. Too high. There we go. There's that, and it is just slightly off. There we go. Bring this bad boy up. This is completely off. Yeah, this one's even off in this regard. There we go. And then the last one here on this side. And this will finish up our football stadium once we get that those last little pieces picked and stuff on the other hand. Oh yeah. I mean, from up above, it looks I think this stadium's going to look pretty damn cool. This is nice. I got an idea for this, so hopefully I can make it work. But I got an idea for this. And then, oh, what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna do the same thing? I mean, this already has like a straight piece on this end. So I wonder what we can do. Okay, let's start over here. And let's just get these thrown down here. Coming closer, I'll be on the right. Like, do we go right here and go long piece? Oh. But like, rotate this hard behind it. See, it's not really centered on there. We would be able to do this if we did. Let me just see here. Let's take that out of the picture real quick. Let's just get these lined up. I want to see if they're actually where they need to be. I can't make decisions until I know we're actually where we need to be. Okay, I think that will be good. Throw this bad boy up. This is going to be off. That's right there. Okay, that's lined up completely. I don't know if any of this is lined up here, so I'm not really too... Yeah, that's not lined up at all. Okay. So, I always accidentally hit that C button. I don't mean to. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm thinking, do I do... I think I know what I do here. Give me this back here. Take this over here. Raise this bad boy up. Is that correct? That's down one, that's why. It's making me feel like I was putting it in here wrong. Okay, so there's that straight piece there. Do we three-piece it here? I don't think that's gonna work. Did that just piece in there? Okay, so there's that like that. It just like slightly to the right too much. So I'm wondering if we took this and just move that to the side real quick and grab this. If this will be the difference maker that we need. Or is this going to set this piece of the stadium too far back? Might even be the thing where like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna take it too far back. So then we got this here. Yeah, that's like, you got tons of room here. That's not what we want. Okay. So get rid of that. I know that for a fact is not going to be it. Give me the move it tool back here. Gonna rush here. I think we just push this up on here like this. And we do that. That's gonna look weird right now because it's not in line with the top like it should be. But what we're going to do is, I see, okay, put one of these in over here. Coming closer, I'll be on the man. Okay. Oh, nope. I don't need you. Okay. So let's raise this bad boy up. First of all, make sure that this is the correct height for this. Okay. Now once this is up here, we need what? So it gets closer as it goes into the front. Is it like that? Okay, so that should be going right through. So it thinks it should be there. That's too close. We're trying to line up this. Like that? Does that look even from the inside? That's the biggest thing. It's definitely, so that shoots back, that's more straight on. Like right like that. I think that's probably as close as we're gonna get this, if I'm honest with you. And let's see what we round out this with. We'll come to and see. Oh. These probably should have been the ones with the roofs on them, if I'm honest. We shall see if we're able to do something different. Okay, so there's that there. Yeah, it seems like it's really... These are really tucked down in as is. Like this really needs to do that. Really needs to come that way some. And these are really tucked out. Okay, how's this over here? This one's overlapped, that one's, and then none of the other ones are. So this one should be overlapped. And then none of the other ones are. I mean, there's a little bit of gap down in there. Just that one. Nope, I don't want both of them. Just give me a singular. Oh my god. There's that there, so that might be a little better there. And then this can be... Is that... That's too tucked. When I'm looking at it, I feel like it needs to be out there like that. Yep. There we go. Okay. So that works out for me. And now we need to go in and see what we have in this area here of the props. I remember that I had in here, where are they? In here somewhere? Yes. Just these slabs. And I think that I can do something with these slabs. There's that one there, and then that one there. That one there. Get me a little one on top of here. But I might not have to drop it down. Is that gonna line up on there? Okay, so there's that there. I think I'm gonna do the same thing on this side now. And I think in the end it's going to... I think it's going to work out. I mean, I at least really hope it does. Right like that. Just like that. Okay. So there is that. And then I wonder if there's something like, can I do just everything in stairs? Stair. Spiral staircases. Step. Steps. I don't know why that's giving me that right now. We could use... Okay, hold on. I could use these somehow. To do the steps. So like if I put this here like that, and then this one here like that, I might be able to... Let me see what I can do. Nope, not you. Right like that. And then right like that. I think we'd be able to make this make sense here in a second. I think we can get that guy right there. That was the smaller one. I didn't know that. I wanted to put that larger one down in there. Okay. Let's take that move it tool and let's drop that down where it needs to be. Okay. And then I think maybe one more. Is there like a really short one that I can do? No. This is the shortest one. I mean, whatever. Has to be what it's gonna be, I guess. And then I guess we'll just place a few of these out here because then I need to move them individually to get the correct. Oh no. Nope. 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 Okay, right there. And right there. Awesome. And then this one should be like, bam. Right like that. Okay, so there's like a stairwell or something of the sorts, I guess, is the way that we would quote unquote put that together. And then we can do the same thing over here. So I need these ones going like this, these ones going like that, and then move them up right like there, and move these up. Well, these gotta come towards me. Nope. Towards me a little bit. Just down a little bit so you can't see that brown there. Okay. Maybe a little bit further forward. Right like that or so. And then give me this bad boy. Okay, that's a completely different size apparently. Okay, so there's that, and then I need then what? Is this not gonna? There we go. Okay. And then we'll grab 3 more of these. No, actually we just need 2 to my knowledge. We'll bring this one in here. Looks like we're gonna need 3. Drop that down. Right about there. Drop that down to there. And then one more Just right there. In this spot down in here. Just right like that. Okay, so there's 2 stairwells. And I guess we also need a small piece here. So that sort of lines up what we have going on there. Okay, that works. And then what I was going to do over here was actually sort of the same thing. So you place one there and probably like one here. And then I can raise this up so it's yeah, just height it out like that. Okay. And then we'll put another one there. Another one there. Raise these up real quick. Just straight in line with that piece right in front of it. Maybe move it back so it's quote unquote in line there. And then okay. So filled those 2 spots in. That's not even the same height, and it's because it's this one is on the outside one, and it should be on the inside here. It should be up 2 more or so. Alright, right there. Awesome. Okay, now we need, since those pieces are straightened out, I don't know if I want to put a piece right in there or not, or if I just want to leave it. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. But what we can do, and it's on the straight sides that we can do this, we could put this whole wall out here. And then we got these ones as well. Let's see which ones will work better here. Okay, so we got this here. We'll go to the end of the straight. Just like right there. Get this on top of it. Yeah, right like that. Okay. Hopefully this turns out good. If you guys do have any suggestions, please let me know. Yeah, because this is too long now at that point. I think that's going to be perfect when it's all said and done with here. Okay, right there. We just need to come my way a little bit. Okay, so that fills out pretty nice. That's a little too far forward. Oh my gosh. I'm grabbing the wrong one over and over. Okay, so there's that. We can at least get that straight wall taken care of. But, like, I don't know if I want to... I could do something like this. So this might be something a little absurd. Not really absurd. I've done this before. I don't know if I want to do this, though. So we pop that down there. We put two of them side by side. And then this will be like the receiving area of the stadium. But, like, I don't know of any stadiums that have something like that sticking out the sides of them or the back of them. So I don't know if this is something that I should do or should keep. And there's not even a spot to drive a truck into on that. But if we did that, we would then be able to take this and run this from the corner of this out, and it sort of goes in line of where we need to go. And then these would actually fit. Crazy enough to think. Up here. And then this is actually somehow... There we go. Okay. Right like that. Okay. Should be able to... Oh, I don't want that. Just want that to come the whole ways out here. But is it like, do I want that? Because I can take this on top of this and line that up, and that'd be perfectly good. So let me see what I want to do here. Get this lined up, get it popped up like that. But sort of like you need this down to there to cover that edge, and then you would need this little bad boy. So we'll go right there. Take that. Drop that on there. And then rotate this so... Like, why would it ever want to select the one that's down on the bottom? Don't get it. Okay. Does that work? No. Does that work? I think it does. Okay. So that works there, and then what we can do with this, and I never thought of actually using these before for just this, but I think it will look cool. Just to use this as like a piece of roof. Oh my god, why does it think that I wanna just like that? Okay. I just want this. I just want to select this. I don't want to select anything else. Dip. I think those are props. Awesome. If those are props, it'll make my life very easy now. Oop, oop, oop. Ah ha 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 ha, yes. Oh my god, that's gonna look so good. I did not think that this was going to work. Okay. Oh wait, the big thing is does it work on those angles and stuff, which it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't work on those corners and stuff like that though, that's the only thing. But I wonder if I just got like a flat piece of metal. Just flat. No, that's flag. Just a roof? Can we just do... Oh, these might work. Those might work. Call me closer, I'll be running away. Okay, let's see. So now we need prop. And we need it to come up decently high here. And then one more. One more. If I was honest, like, I probably... Okay, so there's that. In this corner. That's like the basic, very basic side of it, I guess you would say. I'm just wondering, like, is it going to look dumb because I don't have anything with the roofs on it? And then, like, the order for me to get the roofs to work probably I mean, I don't. We might be able to make this work, bud. We might be able to make this work. We don't want props anymore. Undo that last one that I just did. Nope, undo that last one. Okay. I think that this might be possibility of something that may work. I think we should have done this. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. I don't want that building, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. So I'll have to run that one by itself. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm sorry that I keep getting quiet here, and I hope it's not too boring. But there is a... I sort of wanted to do this video in time-lapse fashion, but I know that there's a lot of you guys that enjoy listening to me talk while I build stuff, because you get to see my thought process. But I mean, yeah, I think we're going to be able to make this work. And then let me see if I can get this. Yep. Just want to delete that. And I want to see if I can get a larger building or something along this area here. If I can get something that like makes sense to be placed over here. And like something that always catches my eye of what I want to do is like brick buildings for some reason. Almost like this is an old school sort of building or something like that. But like I know that's not going to be feasible almost. I know there's this police precinct, which almost looks like it would be something that you would walk into to get into one of these. I just don't know what would be... Like if we come in here and then we go to miscellaneous buildings. These are just the... Yeah, that's just those. Like I don't know if we want... Oh, that's just roof. That's why I was just looking at roofs. Like, can I make that work as a wall? That's way too big. I feel like it needs to have volume to it. That doesn't Like, I'm looking for something modern almost. Like, that's just a bus parking garage. That's not something that we can use. Oh, what is this? That might be something that we can use here. But is this going to plop and say it doesn't have the right branding and stuff or whatever? Let's see if that gets deleted. I don't even know if we could use that. I think these would be... Yeah, this isn't gonna work. We don't want that. Does this make sense? Down at the end of the send zone to have this big huge thing sticking out? Nope. I don't think that makes sense. Early disaster warning system. The Ember Suites. That's just way too... It's way taller than it. Let me like, I don't even... Let's see here real quick. Let's just see here. Stadium exteriors. I mean, yeah, that's not... They're just like brick buildings and stuff. I figured that's what they were. Just glass or brick buildings. Okay. I don't know if that really helps me or not from where I was. But like this, in that case, would work if there was windows on the back of it. Because I gotta lower it down. Oh, come on. Give me something to work with here. Oh, we can make something work with this. Yeah, we definitely can. Right there. And it kind of makes sense for... Do I want to do that? Or do I want to do... I think I want to do this. Why does that keep getting stuck? I don't know if that's gonna work. This makes sense with that up there. But I still don't know if that's gonna work. Like maybe this. Like I think that works there. That's too much of a... Yeah, I really don't see an issue with that piece. But then we sort of just need like a wall down through here. And I would like to plop these down. Let me see what we have here. These are Mediterranean only or something? Oh, that's why. I don't know what any of these are. Old Town. Okay, none of that works. Okay, just commercial buildings here. Let me see what we got here. We want American. The Square Center makes sense too. Like if we had that there, but then lowered it down? Or do we just... I don't know. Do we lower that down? Do we use it? Or do we use something more like this and just run this across? Wish there was like a full-on... maybe office buildings, but these are just super tall. Oh, okay. I know exactly what I can do here. Popping that out to there. Is that lined up? Does that work? I think that does. I'm like okay with that, honestly. And then I guess I can do it on this side too. How's that one? That one's like really overlapped on it. Is it overlapped on that? No. And then we do this here. And then you do that there. That there. And that like that. So you have some boxes up there too. Okay, so this is what do we want to do here? Do we want to run... I think we should run some more of these along the top here to cover this roof. I think this needs to get broken out in this direction. Up and up like this. And then actually probably brought down as well. So let's go to like right there. And that works perfectly fine for me. I'm fine with that. Let's get back over to the parks, and we're about to finish this off here. So, I think we're about to do good here. I think 5 should be good. And let's run these guys up. There's one right there. I think it's just slightly off. Okay, there's that. I don't think I want to get too crazy about things here. Okay, take that up. There's that. Is that lined up the way that I want it to be lined up? Sort of something like that. Oh, that's not even lined up on that. And I think, oh, that's because this is a straight piece here. So I don't know what I want to do there. Do I want to run? I think I just run one of these maybe. Not even a full one. Let's see. What's going on here? Oh. Um. Can I just undo a lot of these? Okay. And then can we just actually delete that? And then I'm just going to say that apparently that doesn't get a roof cover over top of it in that spot. Just going to be honest. Okay, so there is the... Oh my. This is the stadium here. And then we're going to take this and run this way. Actually, we want to run this as a... No, we'll run this a one-way in this direction. Yeah, from over in the college area direction is where we want to run that from. And we'll take this down off of here, right behind this. So just like that, that will run you over into that section. And then from here, it'll take you down and out. Okay, so now that's connected in. This has got to be a parking lot more than likely from what we got here. So let's see what we can do. 2-lane divided. I don't want 2-lane divided. One-way perpendicular parking alley. That's what we want. And then we just need a... I don't even think it's a 2-lane road. I think we just need an alley at the end of this. Yeah, let's just see what I can put on here. Oh, that's gonna keep snapping, isn't it? Okay, well, let's do the snap feature, but I guess I want a alleyway that goes from here out. What is this? Why was that a thing? Why did it even try to be that? Oh, this is gonna give me issues, isn't it? Okay, so I think that I'm not going to think as much into this as I thought I was going to. Wish there was a better way for me to do the parking lots. Oh, there's just bike storage and stuff down here. I didn't know that this was a thing now. Bike stands. Okay. Let's see here. We got a very large parking lot. Wish that didn't snap idiotically. And get this out of here. I want to see where this is being placed down. And then this would just be a... that's a very large, and this is just a large. Do we get parking garage down here then? There we go. Okay. So I think that we might have to overlook some more parking for what we have being put down here. But in total, I think that this stadium is probably one of the nicest stadiums in the league. So, I mean, this thing looks nice. And then we're just going to have to get some more details and stuff around this. But, I mean, I don't want to keep you guys for too long here. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. I probably sped some portions of this up or cut some areas of this out to speed things up as is. I'm not sure how I feel about this back here. This was kind of a... Well, I can't even get this. Well, this because this is a prop, that's why. So just give me the props. And then give me this lower one. Yeah. Right there like that. And then this higher one. Just right there like that. Maybe a little over this way. And then... close to there. I think that's good. I think that we have a stadium that looks pretty nice, and I think that we can get concrete surface drawn around it real quick. I don't even think that I want it to go super far here. Okay, so that gets that coated on that outside piece. And then we'll take this on this side. That didn't even... There we go, okay. So that's all coated on the outside of there now. Got the cement around it, got the parking lots in front of it. We might be able to use a little bit more roadways and stuff maybe, or turn this into something to get trucks back here. I know that we could, this can definitely be utilized correctly. To make a parking area and stuff, or an area where trucks come in and actually deliver things. So maybe that's something that we will do. Because if we, just like that, might be able to set something back here to get people to come through or something like that, or just have a roadway or something that connects back here. I don't know. Let me see. If we just did, like, I wouldn't even want anything crazy. Like, I truly would want this to just be like an alleyway that comes back here. I don't even think I want it like that. I would want it like, don't snap. Just let me take that down in there like that. Same with that spot. And then actually will we just take this and cement this the whole way? I mean, why not? Just get the whole building to have cement around it at that point. Yeah, I think that looks great. Probably one of the craziest looking stadiums, but definitely one of my favorites probably that I have built. And I think it's just because I was able to create this uniqueness to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stadium. I still gotta put the decals and stuff down in there, but those will be all good to go in the next episode. And I think the next thing that we're gonna do is this baseball stadium or something over there. So these might have to move, but I feel like there's enough area there to do the baseball stadium. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry for making this such a long episode, but we have the stadium complete. Thank you guys. I've been Chase. I'm out.